Good Tuesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majewski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Studios with your Talking Live Forecast update here on your June the 9th, 2026. Things not looking overly bad across East Tennessee and North Georgia for today, although Georgia's been a touch wetter, especially on the northeastern portions of the state. But otherwise, not bad. It's a bit steamy outside, and it looks like we're in store for some drier weather here for the days ahead before the rain threat begins to return as we go through the weekend and into early next week. Now, before we get into this full report, if you're new here to the Talkin Live Broadcast channel Facebook page, please give us a follow. And if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. But more importantly, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on all future weather updates just like this. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look there in Chattanooga as we've got some sunshine, some clouds out there. Not looking overly bad out there for this afternoon with some pleasant weather out there. Not so much that condition across Helen, Georgia. We've got some rain in the area there and some clouds obviously here for this early afternoon. Now, we are looking at the chance for some heavier rains. Those areas there in yellow could see a 15% chance of seeing some isolated heavy downpours. Again, with that moisture-laden air, you get a nice little shower or thunderstorm. You can get some pretty dumps there that could cause some localized flooding. Now, fortunately, no severe weather for us. That's staying off toward the north there, up toward Nashville. You see the slight risk level 2 up that area, and the darker greens, your level 1. So nothing in our immediate area to be concerned about as far as severe weather. But you could see an isolated thunderstorm or two here for the remainder of the day, and actually for the days ahead too, but they're going to be pretty sparse and very isolated. Looking at the local radar, again, you're seeing the rain there over toward the eastern portion of Georgia. There's a few showers that have popped up there south of Chattanooga here for this afternoon. And again, these could be pretty good gully washers, to say the least, over toward the Benton area as well here for today. And as we look at our local temperatures, being kept down with the clouds and the rain around, we're seeing here temperatures in the lower 80s and some 70s still holding on across a lot of Georgia because of clouds and rainfall over that way and over toward western North Carolina. But generally a very steamy afternoon. Regionally looking like this with your radar imagery. Again, you see the rains there extending back over toward into the Carolinas and stretching back into Georgia there. Not a whole lot here across Tennessee or northern Alabama here for the moment. As we take a look at the satellite picture, again, a lot of clouds across the area. You see some of that filtered sunshine kind of making its way through those clouds across East Tennessee, and it kind of coming back in across North Georgia just a little bit here for today, as you can see where the heavier cloud cover is taking place currently. Now, as we go and take a look at our regional model data here, what we're looking at here is a loop here on the short-term radar model. And what we're going to be seeing here is, again, pretty decent weather overall. Let me slow this down here for you once this goes all the way through the loop. Anything we see here over the next couple of days is going to be pretty isolated for the most part. All right, so as we go on through the loop here, as we sneak on through, again, watch that little timestamp there in the upper right-hand corner there, as you can see here for today. Again, looking at some spotty showers here for the rest of the day. Going in for tomorrow, again, a few scattered isolated showers, but not a whole lot out there expected, at least here on the rapid refresh model forecast. So anything that pops here for Wednesday and going into Thursday is going to stay fairly isolated and very spotty. So get ready for the temperatures to warm up and heat up here as we go through the next couple of days. Anything that does pop is going to be very isolated. You can see some of the activity there going into your Friday there across central Tennessee and northern Alabama. But looks like for the most part, we're going to stay relatively dry here over the next few days. So as you take a look at our weather maps here, watch that as you kind of see that kind of looping on through here. Not a whole lot to show you. We got a higher rain chance there for a day, and then it kind of clears on out. So anything that comes on in here as we wrap up the work week is going to be very isolated and very spotty. So no major changes there in that forecast. All right, so here's our local forecast. Day there for you Wednesday. Again, just a 20% chance of a shower for your Wednesday. Looking at your forecast lows here going in for tomorrow. Again, we're going to see kind of a mix of some 60s and 70s, definitely some 60s over there in northern Georgia. But as we go into the afternoon hours here, it'll be kind of a steamy afternoon to say the least. 88 there showing up there on this model here for Chattanooga, 85 in Jasper, 89 in Dayton, 88 in Athens. So again, a warm and steamy day. Regionally looking like this, got the 90s coming back there in Tupelo and Jackson, Tennessee, and looking at 90 down to Macon, 88 in New Orleans, and 92 in Little Rock. How about the next 7 days? Here we go. Again, isolated rain chances here for Wednesday and Thursday. may pop briefly on Friday to 50% there, then come back down on Saturday. And then the trend really kind of gets wetter as we go into early next week. Notice the temperatures going from the 90s, going back into the mid-80s as the rain chances come back at us as we go toward Monday and Tuesday of next week. Now, with this activity popping just about any time during the summertime, you got to make sure you download our free weather app. The North Georgia Majestic Weather app is free there in the Apple Store. And for you Android users there on Google Play, there's the QR code. You can scan that right there and download the app. It'll definitely alert you when there's rain in the area, lightning nearby, and obviously any severe weather alerts, hour-by-hour forecast, and even a future cast. Kind of show you where the rain's expected to go over the next hour. Again, this brought us to us by our app sponsor at Roof It Forward there in Woodstock, Georgia. All right, again, that's y'all's update here for today. I hope y'all like the new look. I did a kind of rebuild here on this. I kind of like it. And hopefully make the weather information a little bit easier for you guys to get here on a regular basis. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out. Make sure you give us a follow there on Facebook here on the Talkin Live Broadcast channel, and make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube and hit that notification bell to be alerted on all future weather updates. All right, that'll do it for today. Y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.